Game number 4, the Czech Republic and Culiacan. The Czech Republic is the away team. They got runners on first and second. Culiacan just now turning in their lineup. They are the home team. The Czech Republic in the pink uniforms with the black pants. First and second. So 2 walks in the top half of the first. The 1-2. Foul ball down to the third base line. Strikes on the batter. 1-2. Pops it up on the infield. Retired on the F3. There's one away. Pitch outside, ball 1, a ball and no strikes. So the tournament falling behind schedule. This is the final game of pool play. And that'll load the bases on the base hit. The Czech Republic with the bases loaded. High ball 1. Ball and a strike. 1-1. Fouls it off for strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes. Alejandro Espinosa, the starting pitcher for Culiacan. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2's the count. Priscilla Sanchez doing the catching. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Culiacan. 2 down on the strikeout. Pitch high for ball 1. Misses low, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Trying to steal home the tag, the play at the plate, and she's out. Trying to steal home for out number 3 midway through the first when we come back.
Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We're the Lady Cougars and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals and you're watching Real Sports Live.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown. I love what I do.
Head coach.
Yes.
Welcome back. Bottom half of the first inning between Culiacan and the Czech Republic. Head coach from UT San Antonio, Nicole DeFore. What's going on?
Not much. Just out here in McAllen. We're glad we can come down and watch a lot of great softball this weekend.
Yeah, it's a little different with Pony Little League and then USSSA. Especially, you see it's international. So right now we're watching 2 teams not from the U.S. That's the Czech Republic and Culiacan from Mexico. So what are your? I was excited to see what Czech Republic does in the game of softball. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, no, it's definitely interesting just to kind of see from other people's perspective and kind of see how they interpret certain things during the game and so yeah, we're excited to kind of come out and just get to watch a lot of these international teams that are out here as well.
How different can the game be? I know there's styles. I know yesterday the theme that the pony directors were talking about, that a lot of these girls from Mexico, they like to use the crow hop when they're pitching. You can't do that here. And I know it's a big change for them and it's a big adjustment. But other than that, I mean, what other changes could you see as a coach coming as far as maybe the style of play?
One of the things too that we noticed, again, it's regarding pitching, not just like again the crow hopping, which again for us is illegal, but also too, you know, as far as pitching, we have some girls that we've seen this weekend when pitching, they do a step back, which is illegal collegiately, you know, for NCAA and AIA. So you can start back, but you just can't take that step back, which is allowed here in pony, but at our level definitely isn't something that we would probably get called for that repeatedly. So that's something that we watch for as well.
So a leadoff single for Culiacan. Did you guys get here Thursday, or you?
We actually came in Wednesday night. We got to participate in camp on Thursday morning, watch games Thursday afternoon, and then are out here watching games the rest of the day. So we've been able to see several different teams from Mexico, but one of the things that we enjoy about them is they like to play a little fast. They incorporate hitting with small ball, as the leadoff batter right there just laid it down. So that's something we've kind of seen consistently from them. They like to play a very fast game, which, you know, us as coaches, we enjoy to watch.
Paula Ariano, the batter, again, back to the small ball, lays it down. Everyone's going to be safe, first and second. Just like you mentioned, they're going right back to the small ball. That's one thing that, you know, down here in the Valley, a lot of these teams do. They like to rely on their speed.
Yeah, that's probably one of the biggest things for our program is we definitely like to be able to hit, but we'd also we like to be able to capitalize on our speed as well. So definitely watching teams that can do that, which is kind of our style at A&M San Antonio, is what I like to see and kind of hold my attention.
Right. And you see the teams, at least down here from the Valley's perspective. I know we just saw O'Connor. They went up in one state, and it was a good thing for Region 4 to go up and win a championship in softball. But you see that the theme behind it is a lot of speed and a lot of small ball, and the teams that are successful down here, they rely on the small ball opposed to, you know, just revving back and letting loose. You know, we saw Westlaco go to the region final, San Benito when they went twice in the last decade. All it was speed and small ball, speed and small ball has been the main reason why they get there. And another bunt attempt. Everyone's going to be safe. So the bases are going to be loaded.
Yes, we definitely like to see. When we were out recruiting, we definitely tried to look at our roster and evaluate, you know, who would fit in well and what role they would play. And so we like to kind of be diverse when we're recruiting. You know, not all power, not all speed, and so we definitely like to look at a little bit a mix of everything. You know, I think it makes us stronger offensively, gives us more options as coaches.
Coach Nicole Dufour, from A&M San Antonio. What are you all, year 3?
We're going into our third year this
Third year?
season. Yes, yeah.
Right. So we had mentioned a couple of names that we were familiar with, girls from the Valley, and I know when they first signed their letters of intent, that was the first year. I think Cameron was a part of that first class.
Yes, Cameron Cáceres, Corey Cantu. We had, and then we had also several transfers that were originally from South Texas as well, with Brittany Garcia, Vanessa Garces, and several other players from South Texas that were at JUCOs and then came our way as well.
How was the year for you guys, the season?
You know, we actually had we're continuing to kind of pave the way for what our program is going to be. From year 1 to year 2, we tripled our wins. We had our first ever 2 players Actually, one from this area, Andrea Ortiz, and Peyton Vasquez from the Houston area make first team all conference. So that was the first for our program. And then we had a first all region player. We had an all tournament player. We tripled our wins, and we actually finished 4th overall in a very tough Red River Athletic Conference behind 2 teams that were ranked nationally in the top 25, and also a team that finished 7th the previous year at the World Series.
She caught it, so it's got to be a sac fly.
So I couldn't see because of the pole. Did she tag up?
She tagged, but the left fielder went in and out of her glove. I mean, she caught it. It's an out. And Culiacan should have a run. I'm not sure what the coach is arguing. I mean, she caught it. I mean, it went in and out of her glove, and she caught it, and the girl tagged from 3rd. Yeah.
Yep. I don't know what the argument was, but yeah.
Not sure because it fell in his favor. It's 1st and 2nd. So talk about your coaching history and the stops you've made before making it to San Antonio.
Well, I'm originally from San Antonio. That's where I grew up. I went to high school there. I think one of the after that, I went to Louisiana after graduating college. Started my high school coaching career, and then came back to Texas when I started my collegiate coaching career, and I was an assistant coach at Concordia University in Austin, Texas.
Okay. So your first head coaching gig?
This is my first collegiate head coaching job. So I coached at 2 different high schools in the state of Louisiana. I was the head coach there.
Okay.
But left Louisiana to come back to Texas to start coaching in the college ranks at Concordia. And then A&M San Antonio is my first head college coaching position. So I'm happy to be back in my home city and starting this new program there, and all the growth and all the things that we have going on at our not just for athletics, but for our university in general.
So then you probably kept a close eye. I'm sure you kept a close eye on O'Connor then.
I did, yes. Yeah. Actually, one of our assistant coaches, his daughter is actually on that team. So
okay.
So we were thoroughly updated on all things O'Connor. So we had an inside track there.
There you go.
With what was going on with them.
So then you're from San Antonio. So then you get my point to how important it was. That's an inning-ending double play. We'll stay on here and we'll talk. So you understood what I meant by how important it was for softball to win in Region 4.
Yes, it was. Yeah, so that was great things. I think there's a lot of great players here in South Texas, and so anytime there's attention to the caliber of talent, I'm all for it. So that's one of that was huge, and like I said, the game is growing, and just the amount of talent that we've seen here this weekend in the McAllen area, it's crazy. So we're always happy when we get the opportunity to come down.
What part of Louisiana?
I was right outside of Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Okay.
So yes,
okay,
right outside of Baton Rouge. My first stop was an assistant coach for a team that was ranked in the top 5 nationally for high school. So it was San Juan High School. They actually hold the record in the state of Louisiana for the number of high school championships. So
oh, wow.
It was a great learning experience and a great way to kind of get under a really good, strong head coach and start my coaching career there.
So you're familiar with Slidell?
I am, yes.
Okay, yeah, because when I would cover LSU and the Saints with one of my friends, we would stay in Slidell.
Yes.
And we would go from there. We would hop right over to New Orleans, right off of Lake Pontchartrain.
Yep, yes.
And then we would go from Slidell to Baton Rouge, which is not too far away.
Right, yeah, not too far. And then, one of the biggest things is, coming from Texas, like, in Louisiana, you can drive 3 hours and be in a different state. Here in Texas, that is not the case. So
I think that gets us maybe to San Antonio, 3 hours.
yeah, just about. Yes,
And
just about.
and even then, people consider that South Texas.
Yes.
But they forget that there's a whole other world down here.
Oh yes, for sure.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how good was the Cajun food?
It's definitely different. I feel like, you know, of course, being from San Antonio, I always miss my Mexican food. So
Right.
I think that was my biggest mission, to find a consistent place to get tacos. So yeah, I kind of made that my mission. But don't get me wrong, I did try some different things there, different Cajun food, and every now and then I'll get the itch to have some more. But I was really excited to get back to Texas and get back to chips and salsa and chips and queso.
Yeah, and 110-degree weather, right?
Yes, yeah.
That's been the theme
But
here.
can't complain because we do got a little bit of breeze today, so I am appreciative of that. So that's really nice to have.
Breeze and clouds.
Breeze and clouds, yes. Anytime we have that, hey, it's a blessing.
Before we let you go, Coach, I'm going to go on a limb, and I imagine you played travel ball growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so just talk about the summers. We're a couple of weeks before the start of the school year, which means football, volleyball, and cross country. But for a lot of these girls that play softball, you know, their season ends in May. Some of them end in June, or they end in April.
Right.
It'll continue into May and June, but a lot of these girls, they jump right in from their high school season right into travel ball, and it'll take you from June all the way here to July.
Right.
And Nationals is this weekend in Plano with UTRGV. So just talk about a former travel athlete and being able to play throughout the summer and really essentially no breaks.
Right. I think one of the things is that helped me was my family made me diversify. So I played everything in high school. So not that I wasn't doing softball, but when it was high school volleyball, that's where my commitment was to my high school team. And when it was high school basketball, that's where my commitment was to my team. And then softball, you know, was still there. And so it was to really focus on whatever my primary season sport was for that specific season. And so I think that just helped in general to avoid burnout, to help diversify me as an athlete, and just kind of, you know, help shape me as a competitor. So I think that's the biggest thing, is we definitely want to make sure that, you know, we have exposure to other things, and we don't want the girls to burn out by the time they get to us collegiately. So making sure they take that time to you know, embrace other sports and other things is super important, and I have to thank my family for helping me with that when I was younger.
Which high school? Brandeis?
Actually, I went to
Reagan?
Southside High School.
Southside?
Southside High School, yes.
That's in there.
So we're definitely, and now I'm probably about 15 minutes from my former high school at A&M San Antonio.
There you go.
So not too far.
Before I let you go, I'm going to the three of you are trying to decide who's going to go first, but because you decided to come first, I'm going to let you pick who comes next.
Well, we're definitely going to have to go with Coach C from Houston Vic.
Okay.
Like I said, this is our friendly time. We are in the same conference, so we do go head to head. And so right now, we are able to get along with each other and be friendly to each other. So this is a rarity for us. And so come February, you won't see this.
Right.
So I'm going to go ahead and hand it off to Coach C from Houston Vic. I think next is the route to go.
Sure. Nicole DeFore from A&M San Antonio. Coach, thanks for joining us, and yeah, go and surprise her.
All right,
Send
sounds
her
good.
over.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank you. Ball and 2 strikes, 1 out, and a runner on first. The Czech Republic trailing by a run. Strikeout, 2 away. Nicole DeFore from A&M San Antonio. Special shout out to her. We have another coach coming our way. It's in tight for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Low and in, 2 balls, no strikes. in between innings, we're going to get our next coach on. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 down. .21's the count. University of Houston Victoria will be joining us up next, followed by St. Edwards. Here's the 2-1. Fouls it off, 2-2. Myceli is at the plate. The pink uniform says Eagles on it. Czech Republic and Mexico playing against each other here in the final game of pool play. Swing and a miss, strike 3. When we come back, more coaches joining us next.
I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
Sports Live. Awesome!
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
We're the Red Texans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We envision that San Perlita ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
We are Santa Rosa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
The most important moments in a child's life happen in their earliest years. Having a strong early childhood education enhances their future and success. That's why we are opening the Harlingen CISD Early Childhood Academy for pre-K students. At HCISD, we provide these opportunities for our youngest learners to foster their imagination and let their curiosity run while they develop their love for learning. These are the early steps to success, and Harlingen CISD is with them every step of the way.
We are Edinburgh Glenn.
Welcome back. Culiacan and the Czech Republic. This game was originally supposed to start at 12:30. But it fell a little behind schedule. And it's a 1-0 lead, the Czech Republic trailing. First pitch swinging. Fly ball to left, that's gonna fall in. Score that a base hit. So joining us now is assistant coach Mac Christensen from the University of Houston Victoria. Coach, welcome aboard.
Thank you. Good to be here.
So you guys, Coach told me, did you also come in on Wednesday as well, or?
We did, yeah. I drove in that night and woke up for a full day of softball on Thursday.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Nah.
That's going to be a fair ball. Play down at third. She's safe. The runner is going to take second. No throw. It's going to be second and third. So, you know, like we were talking with Coach before, that it's different. We're seeing teams that we've never seen before with Mexico and the Czech Republic. And just talking about the difference in their games, and just, we were touching up on how Mexico, what we've seen throughout the tournament is that they like to use the small ball, they like to use their speed. This is the first time we see the Czech Republic here today. When you guys as coaches, maybe not so much as recruiting, but just looking at it as a fan of the game, just how different these styles are from different countries.
Yeah, it's always fun to watch the international teams. The Mexican teams generally have a lot more energy and a lot more passion behind it, which for the love of the game is always just way more fun to watch. And this is my first time watching a Czech team play, but I would say they match out as well. And it's just good energy and it's fun to watch different versions of the sport you love.
You guys have been here all day?
We have, yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, just floating around and watching as many games as we can. Trying to keep up with, there's a lot of Mexico teams out here, so we've been floating around and trying to catch all of them, actually.
Yeah, we just had Mexico City before this game. They looked pretty good. They're I think it was their 16U. Some of those girls, as far as the pitching goes, some of these girls got some pretty good velo.
Oh yeah, they're bringing it in, and especially for those young kids. It's it wasn't what I was expecting. Normally you watch the 16Us and they tend to be truly 14-year-olds, but
right.
So I think these Mexico teams are actually the ages that they're playing under, and yeah, those pitchers are bringing the heat. We clocked a few of them, and they're hitting low 60s.
The size too. Some of these kids have some pretty good size on them.
Oh yeah, I thought they were way older.
So did I. Yeah.
Yeah, especially when they're standing out on the mound, and I think that's just the presence that they carry themselves with. Like they have a good, strong presence on the mound, and it gives them a much older energy.
So where are you from, Coach?
I'm originally from Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Okay.
But once you graduate high school, it kind of just floated around, and I've been in Victoria for 5 years now, though. So.
Okay.
I guess I should start claiming Victoria as my home at this point.
Just about. So what were your previous coaching stops?
I was at Midwestern State University up in Wichita Falls for 2 years, and then I did a year abroad in Australia, and now I've been at UHV for 5 years.
Okay, Australia. What part?
Perth.
Okay.
Just the opposite side that everybody goes to visit.
Complete opposite side.
Yeah, but it is beautiful. It was great. Arguably the best year of my life. I loved every second of it.
I know one person from Australia.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, his name was Kieran Bradford. He was from Sydney, which
okay.
is the complete opposite.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and he referred to it as paradise.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I think Perth is better than Sydney, but, you know, personal opinion.
Yeah, he was a catcher.
Okay.
And he was from Australia. So that was when I was with the White Wings. I was pro ball years back. But so I know one person.
He's still over here? He went back home?
He went back home.
Okay.
He went back home, yeah.
A lot of them will come over and play for a year or two or get on with the university, and then they stay here, which is crazy. I want to do the opposite.
Right. Talk about y'all's year that y'all just had this year. I know we're, just wrapped up the season.
Yeah, we had a really good year. We finished third in regular season and it was a good improvement from where we were last year. Our postseason run didn't go the way we wanted to, but we have the mentality of just coming back and building for this upcoming year and fixing what went wrong for us this past year. But overall, we had a good season with our girls. And
like we had mentioned, there was some Valley ties there with Ashley Reina and Jackie Longoria.
Yeah, so sad to see they just graduated this year, so we got some big shoes to fill now. Big shoes to fill.
Ashley, we were talking off air that, down here, she was one of the more feared hitters. And she was that big bat in that lineup.
Oh, absolutely.
When they went to the Sweet 16 in 2017, and the year before they had lost in the first round of the playoffs, and that was a good pitch. That next year they took that next leap, and Ashley was one of the two seniors on that team that really helped get them over to that next level. And then Jackie, did she end up pitching all her time there, or did she?
She did. She honestly filled more of a role for us in the outfield, and then was one of our relievers or a closer for us pitching wise. we would come in and fill a role as a starter every now and then, but, you know, Jackie's one of those kids that we just needed to be on the field in some capacity, and she found a home in the outfield when she wasn't pitching.
Right.
And Reina was our first baseman for her entire career, and then at the very end of her last year, we moved her out to right field just to make our lineup stronger so we could get another strong bat on the field with us. But even as an outfielder, man, she did a job for us.
Outside for ball 1. So what can we expect from you all next year?
Hopefully bigger and better things, man. We 2 years ago we made our first experience with the World Series, first appearance at the World Series, and so like I said, this past year postseason didn't go the way we would have hoped. So our goal ultimately is to win our regular season and get back to that World Series spot again. And I think with the kids that we have coming in, despite losing our Jackie and Ray, I think our kids coming in give us a really, really good chance of hitting that goal again.
So speaking of the World Series, the Women's World Series, UT, Texas, who are you rooting for?
Oh, man, I just like watching good softball. I'll wait to I got ties to small schools. I don't have a loyalty to any of those big name schools, so I just like watching good softball, always a fan of the underdog. But
So
it's
Texas?
I don't know. I'd say, but I don't know, because it's cool to see OU have this giant legacy, and like they've just done what every softball program wants to have, you know. So Patty Gasso is obviously the queen of it, and she's just found a system it works, and we're all just trying to match it.
And Haley Lee from A&M, because I'm an A&M guy. She just transferred over to OU. So I was like,
good move.
Good. Well, yeah.
If I can move to OU, I would do that too.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably do the same. But I was just like, well, like they needed any more help, right?
I know.
Like, okay.
Yeah, man, but you get a call from Patty.
You're taking it.
You don't say no.
You're taking it. What are your thoughts on, I had interesting conversation with coaches and the dimensions of the field, not only in high school, but in college ball, that some felt that this World Series, the fences needed to be moved back because Jocelyn Law was making it look too easy.
Yeah, man.
What are your thoughts on that? Should we move it back?
Man, it's hard to, for them, yes. Honestly, like the game, it's getting kind of too easy to hit them out a little bit, but anything that goes into play for them trickles down to us.
Right.
And it's not that easy for us.
Right.
So for selfish reasons, I do not want that fence moved back. Our outfield is big enough for us at the NAIA, but...
Right. Because I feel that the meeting point was when they moved it back to 43 feet.
Oh, you're talking about the pitching mound.
Well, the pitching,
yeah.
That came with it was
Yes.
the pitching mound. They moved it back to 43 feet. And then they went to the composite bat. So I feel that they've already tried to maybe find solutions.
Yeah. I think they're giving pitchers a bit of a leg up to combat that strong hitting now, though, with they're able to start off the mound. They're 1 foot backwards. I think that gives them a little bit more juice, so that makes the hitting side a bit more of a challenge. So I don't know, man. It's not a perfect system, and athletes are going to continue to get bigger, better, stronger. And so, like, we just got to keep adjusting the game to make it fair, a level playing field for offense and defense.
Because I think the norm is 200?
No, I would say
185.
I'd say like 215, 220.
215, okay.
Yeah, would be more common. Definitely nothing under 200.
There's a few softball fields around here that are
under 200.
Yeah, 185, 190.
I'm gonna have to come set up some games down here with my team.
Yeah, go San Benito. San Benito's one of them. La Jolla's one of them.
Okay.
Or the ball Keys in Harlingen.
Oh, that'd be scary to play on. Just home run derbies.
We've seen that. We've seen that with the wind blowing out and it's already a short field.
Yep. Can only imagine. Yeah, so those fences I do think need to get moved back.
And then turf, that's another thing. That's another topic that we're having these days now is a lot of schools down here. A lot of the small schools down here have turf. Some of the big schools are just jumping on board with the turf. Me, personally, I'm more of a grass and dirt kind of guy.
Right.
But I see the upside on the turf, weather.
Yeah.
And then coaches are like, well, you don't have to rake every day.
It's
we
a
do.
lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
But that being said, I'm a fan of the natural playing surface. I think I like having different elements to the game. I think it makes it more interesting to have to be able to adjust to a different playing field every time you go somewhere. But depending on your location, when I played college ball, I played in Houston and we got a ton of rain, so it would have been really nice to have a turf field. It just it makes sense to have turf. I think it makes the game not as fun. I like seeing dirty uniforms.
Touche, yeah. Ground ball, that's going to roll foul. So you mentioned you played collegiately?
I did, yes.
Where'd you play?
Houston Baptist University.
Okay. I almost went to Houston Baptist.
Yeah?
Almost went, yeah.
For athletics?
For athletics, for
Okay.
baseball, but then I tried at Blinn, it didn't work, and I was just like, all right, I'm done.
I
I tried, and Houston Baptist was on the radar.
I think Blinn would have been a tougher gig than HB
It was
would
an
have been back then.
It was, and then we're talking, well, I'll tell you, we're talking like 2011, 2012. So now that I look back at it,
You probably could have cut it.
probably, and, you know, but I don't mind. I'm 30.
Yeah.
Class of 2010. It was so different back then, even though it's only 10, 11 years ago. But it was so different then to where we didn't have everything that these kids have now.
Absolutely.
To where, you know, your highlights and everything can be posted on Huddle, on Twitter, social media. There's so many different ways to get your name and your game out there, opposed to when I played, it was difficult. So when I say, you know, Blinn was there, Houston Baptist was on the radar, but that's kind of all that was there. I didn't know that there was also D3s out there.
Yep.
Good D3s, good D2s.
Absolutely.
You know, I obviously went the JUCO route, but I think you know, the game's changed not only in baseball but in softball, to where the opportunities through travel ball.
Oh yeah, it's infinite now. You can make 5 different profiles on 5 different websites and get spread around nationwide. It's
Right.
crazy. I graduated high school in 09, and I vividly remember having to hire someone come out. We
Right.
shot a skills video. I burned it to DVDs and I mailed it
There
to
you
coaches.
go. There you go. See, I didn't.
different
Yeah. See, I
game.
didn't even have that. I mean, we had flip phones and Blackberries. We didn't have iPhones, or it was so easy to just record quality video. So you understand
Yes,
the
absolutely.
exact, you know, and I
Yeah,
mean we had what, MySpace?
Yep.
To where it wasn't Twitter
You
or
could just
Facebook.
post it to your page or something. You had
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
to mail it out.
Yeah. Even email wasn't. I mean, I think that was
Not with videos attached.
not with videos attached. So.
No, it's in this day and age, man. It's too easy to get any kind of video made of you. You know, anybody with a smartphone can film you at bat, can film a skills video of some sort, piece it together, and put it on YouTube, put it on Facebook, put it on any of the sports recruits or NCSAs.
Right.
It's a totally different recruiting game now.
Second and third, that pitch misses upstairs. My last question before I let you go, I wrapped it up with Coach Nicole. It's just about playing and travel ball, and just, you know, I'm sure all these, the sun, the tournaments, you're seeing parents walking around with their wagons, and I'm sure it brought back a lot of memories for you. And just talk about travel ball and, you know, how popular it's gotten over the last 3 or 4 years, and just, you know, kind of what, to our point on how it's helped these girls get to the next level.
Oh yeah, man. Going back to when I was going through it, there might be 2 or 3 showcases a year that you were guaranteed college coaches being out and going to be able to come up to your field. But, you know, these days, every weekend you could go somewhere and you can have, I mean, we got 4 coaches out here today, or 3 at this field right now, actually, and you go out to any tournament on any given weekend and you'll have double-digit of coaches that have an opportunity to see you play. And it's all over the state. I think there's 3 or 4 other tournaments I know of, I'd say in South Texas, that multiple coaches out there, and it's cool. I get nervous for kids not practicing anymore. I think sometimes we're in a showcase every weekend for 8 to 10 weeks in a row, and we're not practicing our skills. We're just trying to get seen. I wish there was a bit healthier balance of that, but it's a great opportunity for the student athletes to find a home. You know, I think every coach in this day and age will say, if you want to play college ball, you can play college ball. you just got to find the right school for you. But everyone's out recruiting these days.
Perfect. Coach, assistant coach Matt Christensen from University of Houston, Victoria. Coach, thanks for joining us and chatting some softball. If I don't let you go now, I can talk softball all day. So we'll let you get back to it, and appreciate you guys coming by.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Welcome back. Shout out to the coaches that just joined us, Coach Nicole Dufour and Mac Christensen from A&M San Antonio and University of Houston, Victoria. The coaches just talking some softball on a Friday afternoon. Coaches making the road trip down. The Czech Republic trailing 6-0. Culiacan looking to turn two. They get the out at second. The runner will reach first onto the fielder's choice. Or rather on the force play. So on the force. They get the out. See if the Czech is maybe looking to grab a pinch hitter right when we come back.
I love what I do. I
love
really
what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles, how about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Harlingen Cardinals.
Welcome back. 6-0 the score. Bracket play getting ready to get underway after this one. So the tournament had smooth sailing. These two teams originally were scheduled to start at 12:30. It's 2 down in the inning. Spins in a strike. Partida, the pitcher. Flips over to first for out number 3.
Hi, I'm Rod Rodriguez and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
We're Los Fresnos Volleyball, and you're watching Real Sports Live. We're the Lifer Cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Finn. Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We're the Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
6-0 the score. Czech Republic turning to a new pitcher. Ball and a strike. Allison Lopez, the batter, pinch hitting. It's in there for strike 2, ball and 2 strikes. Two and 2 the count. He's going to reach on a walk. So a leadoff walk. Culiacan. Yaire Garardo will come to the plate. Pitch is in there for a strike. Two and 1 the count. Here's the 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sharply hit. Caught for the out. That one on a line. There's one away. Fly ball to the shortstop. And just like that, the Czech Republic have 2 outs. Valeria Mandojano will come to the plate and bat in the spot for Martinez in the top of the order. Pitch misses high, ball 1. Trekova in to pitch for the Czech Republic. She's got a unique release. That's ball 4. So it's first and second. Pitch high for ball 1. Inside, ball 2. The 2-0 misses high. 3 balls, no strikes. That's high, ball 4. That'll load the bases. Evelyn Beltran will come to the plate. 2 outs for Beltran, and the base is loaded. 6-0 lead. Sitting there for a strike. High for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the 2-1. It skips in the dirt. 3 balls and a strike. Nowhere to put him for Czech Republic. It's inside for strike 2. High, ball 4, and that'll walk in a run. Prague, the capital of the Czech Republic. Base hit back up the middle. That'll score 1 run, and everyone will just move up a base. First pitch misses, ball 1. My watch, I have an hour and 5 minutes. Did start a few minutes late, so this could very well be the final inning, depending on how quick the Czech Republic can get the 3rd out. Two O's in there, 2 balls and a strike. Popped up right side, foul ball. So bracket play starting next. Supposed to be at 2. Running a little behind schedule. 2-2. Outside, ball 3. That'll walk in another run. So 9-0. That's going to be the final. So bracket play up next. Time has expired. Culiacan takes down the Czech Republic 9-0.